You could hear me just fine in that mix? Okay, cool.
It's hard to scratch your head in these.
Am I loud enough now, Ryan? Cool.
Sid, can you say hello to the choir?
Hello to the choir. Excellent.
Oh, I was making up my own choreography and everything.
I'm just getting my groove.
Do you know that song?
I do.
I do.
Called The Syncopated
Syncopated
Clock.
I've heard it.
Leroy Anderson.
I like it.
Who was a spy, wasn't he?
Was he?
I think he was also like involved in
I didn't know that.
military intelligence in the war.
As you do.
It's, yeah. There are marks on the ceiling of the balcony. Have you noticed that?
Oh,
Huh.
It looks like dirt, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah, it looks like from the vents.
41. Let's wait a moment. It's weird that it's only in one spot.
It's on the back.
Yeah, there's one on the back and two on the front that I see.
Right, but none of the other vents.
That is weird.
Maybe next week.
In Jerusalem.
Exactly.
Was that a 55? 55, good.
I'm so glad you couldn't hear my stomach rumble right then. It was so loud.
I know, I was just rubbing my hands together to like warm them up and I can remember. It's like, you can really hear it.
We also heard you drink your water.
Yes, and I
Ooh.
wish I had some too. I was very envious.
Sorry. I'll step way away when I do that next time. Gulp.
Hi, choir members. Welcome to our chat.
Yeah. Gulp.
$58.
We're at 60.
60, good.
Perfect.
Wait, one more minute.
Didn't we have 74 last week?
We did.
Oh,
Sorry.
Jennifer. Really cracking her knuckles.
Super loud.
I got all the cracks out before.
Sid, could
Breaking
you,
bones
could you
over
let,
there.
let us know the first piece we're going to start with?
We're gonna, sorry y'all, we're gonna do the same thing we did last week, sort of. We're gonna start with Of the Father's Love, then we're gonna do Christmas Welcome and We Plow the Fields. We're gonna do Christmas Welcome and focus on the same thing we did last week, which is all the elasticity that's gotta happen. But then when we do We Plow the Fields, we're gonna really concentrate on the places where it's just women in parts and just men in parts. But Of the Father's Love, Christmas Welcome, We Plow the Fields. Okay, where are we?
64.
64. Okay, we're going to begin. So, friends, we're going to start with Of the Father's Love. And remember, you're welcome to sing along at the opening, but it's not you, it is soloist. We don't know yet who that is. Oh, and our singers tonight are,
Grace.
Mike.
Jeff.
Jen.
this is like a Mickey Mouse Club.
So just no right.
That's right. Yeah, let's do it. Through the bells, and these will ring longer than we're going to do it right now. Go, and
Of the Father's love begotten.
Ere the worlds began to be,
Is Alpha and Omega.
He the source, the ending,
Of the things that are, that have been,
and that future you shall see.
evermore and evermore.
and
O ye heights of heaven, adore him. Angel hosts his praises sing.
As dominions bow before him,
And extol our God and King.
let no tongue on earth be
Every
silent.
voice in concert ring,
Evermore and evermore.
evermore and
Evermore and evermore.
He is Alpha and Omega.
Evermore and evermore.
Evermore and
Evermore and evermore. Christ to thee with God the Father and the Holy Ghost to thee, hymn and chant and high thanksgiving and unwearied praises be. Honor, glory, and dominion and eternal victory, evermore and evermore, evermore and
softer.
evermore and evermore.
And you'll sneak a breath and come back in. Good. And for those of you at home, there is no, you don't get any extra points for trying to see how long you can go without taking a breath, because we're not interested in hearing that. We're interested in really good intonation and a pretty sound. There are a couple of places where intonation will be a problem if we're not careful. When you get to the bottom of page 8, and there's all that planing, I mean, you could make your hand go in one position and play those notes, the men's notes or the women's notes. All of that has to, every interval has to be exact all the way up and down. So pay really close attention. And there's that one place where the accompaniment does something different. I think the men are singing. Maybe. Maybe. I don't remember. Just be really aware of your intonation. There's no hiding place. So make sure it's all squeaky clean. Okay, we're going to now look at Christmas Welcome. And all we are concerned with, the only thing with which we are concerned tonight, I mean, obviously we want notes and rhythms to be right, but we hope that we're way down the road in terms of that. We want to make sure about the tempo changes. You might take a moment, refresh your memory, access the file of this piece, and make sure you know where things are going to happen. Because at first, we were just learning notes, and we weren't really worried so much about that. For example, the bottom of page 8 is slower than we expect it to be. And then there's a lot of give and take, a lot of elasticity that has to happen. The bottom of page 10, in worship of the holy day, that's a big old relaxation right there. So, with that in mind, let's start from the beginning. You all ready? 2, 3, and
Welcome be thou heaven King, welcome born in one morning, welcome to thee now we'll sing, welcome you forever and day, welcome you, welcome you, welcome you, welcome you, welcome you, in golden day, in worship of the holy day, in worship of the holy day.
and back up to tempo.
Welcome be the mighty might, welcome be the land, the child, welcome through the field, our shield, welcome you forever and day, welcome you, welcome you, welcome you.
Good. Let's go back. I think I was too fast from the beginning. Didn't that feel fast?
No,
Didn't?
not to me.
Not too fast.
Sid,
Yes.
could we do a part check on top of page 6 in the tenor line, last measure, the E natural?
Do we want to sing that? I'm sorry, I was checking the tempo. What spot was it again?
Top of 6, last measure, it's the E natural on the tenor line, welcome you.
We're not going to make Michael sing that by himself. Can we have soprano, alto, tenor, no bass? 1, 2, and
Welcome you, welcome you, welcome you.
good. Let's do it one more time.
Sorry, I was not in the right place with you.
You go 1, 2, and
Welcome you, welcome you, welcome you.
yeah. Okay,
Did you check that tempo, Sid?
and it was right.
Yeah, it's pretty clippy.
It is clippy. So it makes me think how good these 4 singers are at just letting these words just fall off their tongues. They sound so good. So we need to be ready to. It's the difference between clapping like this and clapping like this. You know, we want to make sure that we can deliver that text really efficiently. Question.
Yes, the basses have requested measure 20 a few times.
Measure. They've requested it a few times, or they want to hear it a few times.
Probably both. This is from Ben Mathis.
All right, one more time, Rob. Yeah, and remember, these words are right. Would you sing that for us, Jeff? Yep. 3, and.
Welcome through the field, thou a shield.
More time. 2, 3, and.
Welcome through the field, thou a shield.
Yeah, I would want, if I were a bass and I was glancing through this, I would want to go down on the word fiend, but it's the same as the.
The altos have asked if they can sing with the basses right there.
Okay. Altos and basses. 2, 3, and.
Welcome through the field, thou a shield.
Yeah, and I've asked the basses to make a big deal of the fact that they sing thou before everybody else does. One more time, alto bass. 2, 3, and.
Welcome through the fiend, thou a shield.
Good. I would put basses, I'd put an accent over the word fiend, just to remind myself. Let's all do that. Join us, Michael, if you would. The 15/8 bar. 2, 3, and.
Welcome through the fiend, thou a shield.
Good. No more questions? All right, we're going to go back to the top. Here we go. 2, 3, and. And.
Welcome be thou heaven King, welcome born in one morning. Welcome to thee now we sing, welcome you forever and day. Welcome you, welcome you, welcome you, welcome you, welcome you, welcome you, in worship of the holy day,
3,
in worship of the holy day.
1, and.
Welcome be thou Mary mild, welcome be thou and the child, welcome through the field, thou a shield, welcome you forever and day, welcome you, welcome you, welcome you,
And.
welcome you in good array, welcome you in good array, in worship of the holy day,
3.
in worship of the holy day. Welcome ye, Stephen and John, welcome children everyone, welcome Thomas, Peter, welcome you forever and day, welcome you, welcome you, welcome you, welcome you in good array, welcome you in good array, in worship of the holy day, in worship of the holy day. Welcome be thou good new year, welcome the 12th day of fear, welcome be ye all that men here, welcome you forever and day, welcome you in good array, in worship of the holy day, welcome you in good array, welcome you in good array, in worship of the holy day. For all is love now maketh merry. Welcome you forever and day. For all is love now maketh merry.
Is page 14 to 15 a page turn, or do we know?
Yes.
It is a page turn, okay.
Sid?
Yes, 1 second. For all is love. I feel like if we're not careful, we're going to only enjoy that Mary as we turn the page, rather than feel like it's coming up. You know, it needs to. That whole thing, for your is love thou makest merry. Right now, it sounds sort of not detached, but not connected. I don't know. Does it make a whole lot of sense? Be ready for that page turn. Yes, Jennifer.
I just wanted to point out to the altos who will be listening to this later to rehearse, I made an error on measure 63. I sang 2 Ds instead of a D and the A, so please don't follow me there.
And I would say, starting at the top of page 14, I would probably ask for more alto bass on those 2 measures. Worship of the holy day.
Okay.
More alto bass right there. question.
Yeah, one reminder for the ladies on bottom of 11 into the top of 12, that should be a carry to the downbeat.
Right.
And then also, we have 2 questions, actually we have 3. We can go in order. Jane Adams asked measure 39 for the soprano 2s. Shirley asked 27 through 28.
Okay, let's do measure 39 for second sopranos first. I mean,
Can we do 38 into it?
yeah, we can do,
Could we, somebody asked for 33 through 39 for the S2, so maybe we should
okay.
start there.
Let me ask this question. Would you be okay, Jennifer, with sight reading that part second?
I will do what I can.
Okay. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward, except for like maybe 2 places. Can we start at the bottom of at 33, measure on page 8, measure 33, with both first and second soprano? Seconds, don't think we're not going to hear your part by yourselves. We are, but this is going to help too. Measure 33, first and second, and this is when we're relaxed. 2, 3, and.
Welcome ye, Stephen and John. Welcome, children, everyone. Welcome, Thomas, Martin, everyone. Welcome you, forever and day. Welcome you, welcome you, welcome you.
Excellent job, ladies. Remember, at the top of page 9, you relax Thomas, Martyr, everyone, welcome you'll forever and a. It relaxes there.
They said thank you, and we have one other request from the altos for measure 27 and 28.
Let's sing the second soprano part by itself first, starting at measure 33. Grace, would you mind doing that?
Sure.
This is just second soprano. Not that Jennifer didn't do a great job, she did, but they want to hear second soprano by itself, and here it is.
Want men with it to give a tonality?
We can. Guys, you want to start at measure 33? No alto for now. Here we go. Measure 33. 2, 3, and.
Welcome ye, Stephen and John. Welcome, children, everyone. Welcome, Thomas, Martin, everyone. Welcome you, forever and ever. Welcome you, welcome you, welcome you.
Yes, that last on yol in measure 37 is itchy for the combination of parts. It'll be less so when all the parts are present, but it is, let's say what it is. Name it. Okay, any other questions?
Nope, well, we're up to 80 people now.
Lovely.
Did you have another one?
I think Shirley had asked for 27.
Oh, yes, measure 27 through 28. I'm so sorry, Shirley.
And that's what part?
Alto. What could be difficult about that? Here we go. Jennifer, would you sing that for us? Measure 27, 2, 3, and.
Welcome you in good array in worship of the holy day.
Good. Let's do that with soprano right there. Measure 27, 2, 3, and.
Welcome you in good array in worship of the holy day.
Want to do that one more time?
Yeah.
Here we go. Soprano, alto. 2, 3, and.
Welcome you in good array in worship of the holy day.
Good. And that's one of those places I talk about all the time. Look how much space there is between the altos and the sopranos. It's like a tenth or more. So we'll need a lot of alto. When that's the way it is, and the sopranos are sort of in the stratus clouds, we'll need a lot of alto right there. Any other questions about this piece? Okay, let's look at We Plow the Fields. seems like we were just doing this. What I would like to do tonight is just, let's start with men, and we're going to do the parts where the men are divisi. And then we'll go back and take the places where the women are divisi. And sometimes those are the same places, but not always, especially on the first page. So we'll start with men. Men, would you sing Soft Refreshing Rain? And the first time we do it, Jeff, would you sing bass? And the second time we do it, sing baritone. Here we go, both tenor and bass. 2, 3, and.
Soft, refreshing rain.
Good. Just so we can say we did do it one more time. 2, 3, and.
Soft, refreshing rain.
Oh, sorry, I meant for you to do bass again, Jeff. That's my fault. So that was baritone. Let's do baritone one more time, and then we'll reinforce the bass one time. So now is baritone tenor. 2, 3, and.
Soft, refreshing rain.
Good. Now baritone, tenor and bass. 2, 3.
Soft, refreshing rain.
You're really important baritones, and especially you have to know that the first altos you're sort of on a date with them at that moment. All right, let's leave the women till later. We'll go back and do that later. Let's keep going and do bass and tenor, all good gifts around us, all the way through to measure 41. Here we go, all good gifts. 1, 2, 3, and.
All good gifts around us are sent from heaven above. Then thank the Lord for all He's done.
2, 3. Good, and make sure you count through there because you know I screw it up every time, so you have to help me. Okay, that was bass and tenor. Let's do baritone and tenor, starting at measure 26. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and.
All good gifts around
2, 3,
us
and.
are sent from heaven above.
1.
And thank the Lord for all He's done.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Remember, and the same thing is true for altos, and we come back to this in a minute for altos. In measure 26, baritones start on a C, on all good gifts around us, but then on are sent from heaven, they don't start on a C, they start on a B. It looks like it's going to be the same sort of shape, but it isn't. All right.
Sid?
Yes, sir.
Did you want to run measure 33 where the tenor split as well? Just for the briefest moment.
Okay. I'll take that as a request. Let's do baritone and tenor, and then when it's split, tenor split, you'll do second tenor, and we'll start at are sent from heaven above. Baritone tenor. 2, 3, and 1.
Are sent from heaven above.
Got it? That you have to really be on your toes, second tenors, because that happens at the beginning of a staff, and it's easy to miss it. Okay, we'll come back and pick up the ladies in a minute, but right now, look at the top of the next page, men, the seed time and the harvest. And for this moment, let's do bass and first.
Give me a measure.
I'm sorry, that's right. We're in pickup to measure 63. The seed time and the harvest. We're going to do bass and first tenor. go. 1 and 2.
The seed time and the harvest, our life, our health, our food.
Yeah. Let's just let Rob play the first tenor part for you. Yeah, and for tenors at home, the tricky bit will be between health and hour. Would you sing that for us, Mike?
Okay.
The seed time. 1, 2, 3.
The seed time and the harvest, our life, our health, our food.
Perfect. Let's do that one more time with tenor and bass, the seed time and the harvest. Tenor, bass. 1 and 2.
The seed time and the harvest, our life, our health, our food.
Good. Now, Jeff, would you sing baritone? Mike, continue to sing first tenor for right now. The seed time. 1 and 2.
The seed time and the harvest, our life, our health, our food.
Yeah, here's the baritone part. Jeff did it just right, but here it is on the piano.
Okay, I'll try. Was that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do that again, baritone and first tenor. The seed time and the harvest. 1 and 2.
The seed time and the harvest, our life, our health, our food.
Good. Now, let me say this about that. A long time ago when we did this before, we sang seed time and the harvest, our life, our health, our food, and we lifted. I'm trying to keep that from being such a hard thing to put together for Ryan, so we're going to just do that all in one phrase. The seed time and the harvest, our life, our health, our food. It just makes less to line up, I think. Now, can we do it? Jeff, would you go back to bass, and Mike, would you sing second tenor? The seed time and the harvest. 1 and 2.
The seed time and the harvest, our life, our health, our food.
Once more. The seed time. 1 and 2.
The seed time and the harvest, our life, our health, our food.
Good. Any questions about any of that? I would be surprised if there weren't. But good. We'll take that as a positive. Would you now, men, look at measure 67? Gifts have, well, you're singing ooh, actually. But it's measure 67 where the women are singing gifts have we to offer. And Jeff sing bass. But we're on the downbeat of measure 67 right now. 1, 2, 3, and. Good. And then, even though there's not a staff because it's a whole note, baritones would jump up and sing the A flat on that measure 70. So can we do it with tenor? And Jeff, when you get there, would you be a baritone? 1, 2, 3, and. Beautiful, make it sound so easy. Then jump over now to but that which thou desirest, and let's have first tenor and bass. But that. 1, 2, 3.
But that which thou desirest,
Good, good. After that, it gets pretty easy, I think. Can we do that one more time? And this time that was bass, so now would you sing baritone and tenor? But that which thou desirest. And then we're going to go back and sing with women. Question?
1 or 2.
Yeah, we have a question. Ben Mathis asked, in measure 67 and 69, do basses sing the quarter note or hold whatever they're holding? was trying to figure out where he was asking.
I don't see that.
Basis, sing what's written. I don't think I understand the question.
I'll look at it later.
Okay. Alrighty, let's have, what did I say? Lord, have mercy. If my hair weren't gray, it would be now.
Tenors and baritones.
Tenors and baritones, pick up to 72. And Michael, sing second tenor when you get there. But that, 1, 2, 3.
But that which thou desirest, our hearts.
Well done, man. Do it one more time. And 1, 2, 3.
But that which thou desirest, our hearts.
It's too bad these guys don't tune well.
Yeah, really.
It's terrible. Okay, guys, relax. Let's go back and take women starting on measure 21. Is that 22? Soft, refreshing rain. Let's have, for now, first soprano and somebody's trying to kill me. And I'm so aware of filtering my words right now. Soft, refreshing rain. This mask is doing a great job. Soft, refreshing rain, first soprano and second alto. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and.
Soft, refreshing rain.
Keep going.
Oh, good gifts around us. Are sent from heaven above.
Good, good. Can we do are sent from heaven above, are sent from heaven? 2, 3, and 1.
Are sent from heaven above. Sent from heaven. Can you check that A for me?
I think you were right. In measure 32.
That should be on a half note. She should move up. That's not enough.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, that's the second soprano part. Got it.
Thank you.
Okay. Can we do that again? Soft, refreshing rain. This time, Jennifer, sing first. No. This time, sing second alto. Grace sings second soprano. Soft, refreshing rain. 1 and 2 and.
Soft, refreshing rain.
2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and.
Oh, good gifts around us.
1 and 2 and.
Are sent from heaven above. Are sent from heaven.
Good. Now go back, and we've not done first alto, right?
Right.
Let's do second soprano and first alto when it's applicable. Soft, refreshing rain. And don't lose sight, any singers, of the crescendo that starts with the word rain. Soft, refreshing rain. 1 and 2 and.
Soft, refreshing rain.
And
Oh, good gifts around us. Are sent from heaven above. Are sent from heaven.
and 1.
Oh, thank the Lord for all his love.
Oh, thank the Lord.
I think I did
Wasn't
something
right.
wrong there.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you were singing melody down an octave, I think. Yeah, would you do the men's oath, then thank the Lord, and then ladies, you come in. So this is measure 34. 3 and 1.
Oh, thank the
Or let's hear the alto
What am I
part.
doing?
Oh,
First alto?
Yeah.
let's do that one more time. Rob, if you would play that, and then ladies sing. And you're doing first alto, and Grace will sing soprano. Here's that men thank the Lord, and 1.
Oh, thank the Lord for all his love.
Good. And the temptation there for any singer is to hold the 2 quarter notes across the bar on the word love longer than they're supposed to be held. So it's like, don't hold a long note too long. Let's go back and start this from the beginning and go to, I don't know. We'll probably go to measure 83 and stop.
From the beginning?
From the soprano and alto entrance. We play that feels. Here we go.
Are we, am I singing soprano 1 or 2?
You're going to sing soprano 1,
One.
and you're going to sing, which do you think is harder, alto 1?
Probably.
Yeah, sing alto 1. Michael sing tenor 2. Jeff sing bass.
I'll play the prelude.
Rob will play the prelude. Here we go. I'll bring pea salad. Here we go. 1 and 2. Sorry,
Are we
sorry,
just
ladies.
starting there?
Yeah,
Okay, sorry.
go 1 and 2.
We plow the fields and scatter the good seed on the land, but it is fed and watered by God's almighty hand.
God sends the snow in winter, the warmth to swell the grain, the breezes and the sunshine, and soft refreshing rain. All good gifts around us are sent from heaven above, are sent from love. Then thank the Lord.
Thank the Lord
For all his love.
Good. Now jump to the new key. We thank thee. 1 and 2.
We thank thee then, our Maker, for all things bright and good, the seed time and the harvest, our life, our health, our food.
Sorry.
gifts have we to offer, for all thy love imparts, but that which thou desirest,
all good gifts around us are sent from heaven above.
Keep going.
Then thank the Lord.
Thank the Lord.
Then thank the Lord. Oh, thank the Lord for all his love.
Love that bass note. This is the one last little thing because I thought of it. The R of for all his love, if you're not careful, sort of bleeds in both directions, and it's not a clear end to the word. For all his, as if it's an American R, which it probably should be. So just be careful that you don't sort of chew on that in the chord change going through. Question.
On the word scatter at the very beginning, do we want a hard T or a D?
We want it as we speak it, scatter,
And
not scatter.
the carryover on the very last page between, oh, thank the Lord for all his love. I have a carryover mark. Is that after the fermata?
Right, in the very last system? Yes, it should be, then thank the Lord, oh, thank the Lord, fermata, for all his.
Is that carried over?
It's carried over.
Okay,
Okay.
I have a,
Oh,
I have a,
we have a breath.
We have a breath mark
Yeah.
there.
I think, is that old?
no.
No, it's one of the red
It's one of the
ones.
Okay, that's fine, then we can leave it.
So it's,
Let me think. Thank the Lord. I think I'm changing my mind.
Carrie.
I think I want it carried over because I think it's going to be a nightmare trying to get it exactly right. Oh, thank the Lord for all. Yeah, I want it carried over. Sorry, I just had a momentary lapse there. I never have those. So that we will carry that over. Everybody hear that at home? Say yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, it's 8 o'clock. Thank you guys so much. Well sung, well played, well teched.
Yes. Thanks, Robin, Sid.
All right, head on over to Zoom, everyone. The link is in your email I sent at 7 o'clock, as well as in the music news. See you in 2 minutes.
Bye.